Hello, everybody. We're back to control. Time to at least attempt to finish this game once and for all. Uh, yeah, I had to do the whatever, like touch the pillars or something. Fast travel. Crossroads. Let's grind. Blech. Like, yay for grind, but blech.
I know you'll take care of this, Director. I'm not worried.
You're not worried. I'm worried. Hey, Pope!
Jesse, hey!
Emily,
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
she takes everything in stride.
she don't worry around.
Situation.
The astral plane is...
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Not the notes. Oh yeah, that's like they mentioned Darling. Was there ever, like, I don't think they ever said, like, what happened to him. Like, we get all these, like, you know, like the tapes and everything, but
Director Faden.
like, I don't think it was ever said, like, he died or anything. He disappeared.
Don't be a stranger.
Not break under me. I'm not that fat. Thank you very much. I'm highly offended. Can't see. Gunshot? There's the other. Do it. Can you stop moving? Don't have that great of an aim. Especially because I ran out of bullets. Stop it! Yep, floating around. You sons of... Well... You see that I'm gonna shoot you or you're gonna explode. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Whoop. Just the mightiest of chests. Uh-oh. My head is stuck. Me and my fat head. Me and my fat head. Uh-oh. Yep. Explosion. Ooh, the flip has a machine gun. You gonna shoot me? No, you're shooting the other one. Why? Take it! Bullseye! Come on! What a fight! What a fight! Whoa! Yeah, there's always in the ways of lava dramas. If I go into the future and dig up my own grave to retrieve my body, it's still grave robbing, or am I just retrieving my personal property? Wait, what you would? No, it still would be grave robbing. I would count that as still grave robbing.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Instantly killed. Like, don't mess with me.
There's something behind that hiss barrier.
Wait, where's the... There's the... I didn't break anything. I don't say, like, listen to some of my words. It's a little bit nasty that you can hear the flipping chair squeaking, but can't do anything about it. Excuse me, coming through. Whoever finds this, I'm a containment processes designer, Gene Gibbs, and I'm writing this document, the largest building shift to ever occur. This to document the largest. Here are the facts. Considerably large section of the containment sector, including the process and protocols offices, our research facilities, and a fair chunk of firebreak has been yanked down to the chasm that reaches far below lobby level. I think it was violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We set up a base camp and started dredging. There are little supplies. We explored our surroundings and found caverns of all things. Maybe we're in some kind of cave threshold like quarry. Wherever we are not the first. There were some rusty power cores, old light signs infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? More importantly, how are we going to get out? Aww. Ah, fuck. Oh yeah, I saw like a used iPhone on sale. Actually, I saw one in middle of the night, then I was like, oh, that actually looks like a very good deal. If that's still on there tomorrow, gonna message. Well, wasn't on the morning anymore. I'm like, son of a... But found another possible deal. Event summary. A series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev. With no clear point of origin, the event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess blank in the reported individuals. Due to the brief nature of the event, overseas bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recordings taken by local witnesses. All borough monitoring stations located at global junction of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, and duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. In the following weeks, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and borough stations in major cities across the globe. The subsequent events diminished the volume and frequency per each occurrence. Event is believed to be generated by planar friction, though this is not confirmed. How much? It was like, out of my head, 70 euros. It was 60 or 70. iPhone 12. It had some cracks like that on the screen, but like, and even that wasn't like a big. It was like in corner. But for me, like it's meant to become like a camera, so.
Send a ranger out. Director's orders.
The Hiss are in for it now.
Yes, can have a party around. My God, what happened? I can't shoot him if I cannot get a flipping view on him. That's nice. Well, it's a lot nicer than the 200 that most of the iPhones are. Now this is where I was. This is where I came from. Yeah, a lot like more possible. Even though that's still, how to say, that's 70 euros. Because most likely I still have to like get at least like some kind of cheap stand and maybe some cheap like cooling thing. I ain't gonna be treating myself for a long while to anything after that if I do be able to get it. No. No little fancies for me for a while. Cooling stand. I don't know about cooling stand, like just like actual like a phone stand. Like that's why it's like something cheap that it can't be. And I was saying like some kind of like a maybe mini fan or something, because I hear that they can overheat, especially if you have a long session, which, you know, me and streaming is not that short. What I like, that's what I at least hear, like they do have a little bit of a like they heat up, and it doesn't help that my room is already hot, so double the like the heat gain. And then with my like 5-hour streams, show it's like
Director Faden here. Send backup to my location.
Make way for the director.
most likely it wouldn't like it too much. I really wouldn't want in the middle of the stream the iPhone be like, I'm gonna go into a shutdown mode. I'm overheating, closing everything. Like, no! But yeah, if I do be able to get that and the other stuff, then yeah, I'm gonna be on a not gonna be treating myself for a while. Maybe no new games or anything. in a long while. Woo. God, I hate these ones. I'm gonna get an upgrade with the tracking. It should, and like of course, I can start to like in the live 2D try to learn the V preacher mouth movements. Man, that shot came out quick. Normal camera and for the iPhone too. Well, I mean, with the normal camera, it doesn't do like anything special. If anything, it's just like usually just like a simpler tracking. But it's a little bit with rigging, like it's a different thing for like your client to be like, I don't want free V preacher because I don't have access to iPhone. Versus be like a rigger, be like somebody asking, hey, can I have a V preacher? Be like, no, sorry, can't do that. I cannot do it because I cannot test it out. But of course, it could be that I will not be able to get it. Currently waiting for the like salesperson to answer back. Something you can get your hands on, it wouldn't have any issues. I certainly would hope so. But no issues, and it would work well. I just wonder if I did get it, where I would flipping put it that it wouldn't be in front of the monitor. Sit on top of the monitor. Yeah, but if it has to be like a standing up, then it would be. How to say, like the sensor would be quite high.
Someone call a plumber.
I started playing this room. I think the duct tape can't fix. Except when I do have to like get it off and do stuff with it. Because it has to most likely be like, of course, recharge. And how would I attach the cooling unit or the whatever cooler? Yay! Taped him too. What kind of balancing board do you think, like, for like flipping my PCs or my monitor? It's not a flipping Jenga tower. It's not supposed to do that. And the monitor heats up a lot. That would give me a double trouble of, you know, the heating problem. Mic and Jenga phone can too. There is a little bit of a difference between like the flipping microphone being on top of books that are very firmly like pressed onto the flipping table versus like a phone and a cooler being balanced on top of a monitor. There's a difference. If that like iPhone thing would happen, that would be great. Would be really great. At the same time, I'm afraid because I sometimes do a little bit of faces when I'm focusing on stuff like that, so or things like that. If it actually does track better face movement like that, I'm gonna out myself. I would out myself real bad. In the middle of a cutscene, so I'm just like a tongue out. Like emoting to the stuff. Oh no. Rage for cheap iPhone. That's the prayer that I'm gonna need. Like, please. Don't be yoinked. Please don't be yoinked away because, you know, like I said, they like, even old used iPhones, like there was some like don't even have the freaking Face ID. They're still asking like 200 euros. I'm like, no, stop it. No, it just happens. Especially when characters are like being meanies.
You're listening to America Overnight, a beacon
I
in the
just,
darkest recesses of possibility
Nee.
for more than 29 years. We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned but postmarked from Toledo. It says,
Toledo.
Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set. A fountain. A blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B. Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is molten hot. Perfect for meat. No signature. As far as I know, no fondue set was sent to us here at the studio. Just this letter. Wait. I think there's something else in the envelope. Some kind of black powder. With white shards in it. Bone, maybe? Karen. What is this?
Karen.
Karen? We're on the air, Karen. Where are you? What? What's this powder in the booth? Is this ash? Oh. Oh, God. Karen? How do I cut to commercial?
It's an 18 plus. I actually don't know. Does this model have a like a, you know, that you can have a tongue out? I would assume yes. I have heard from like one of the like biggest things that riggers don't like is like tongue rigging, and I'm like, is it that hard? I have never done it because, you know, cannot test it. This face cam or the back cam for V Preacher? I think it's a face cam because it's not even like the camera itself that, like I was reading. Like it's not the actual camera that is the ID thing. The face ID is like its own thing, but it's on the front. Yes, but oh yes. Your sister are saying, you know, when you test the tongue. It's just a tongue out, flipping like, well, where are your mind, like guys' mind going? Not I like a hegal face. It's just a tongue out. By the way, fun fact: little sister like on the weekend, like we were talking, and she was like, "Hey, by the way, I visited on your stream." I'm like, "Huh? I even chatted on your stream." I'm like, "Huh? When? Wait, what name? What username were you?" Then she said it. I'm like, "Oh yeah, you did tell me that you had that kind of username." Ah. True, you were there. I remember. You were there in one of the streams. I'm not gonna say which stream or what name. But I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. I remember reading that name. Recordings of the audio phenomena were uploaded onto the internet shortly after the event. These records circulated rapidly to the popular message board. The communication department utilized this exposure by creating a Sky Trumpet hoax, videos and posting related theories to spread confusion and draw attention away from the event's supernatural origin. Industrial noise, particularly the sound of metal drilling, was found to be widely accepted explanation. Theories about the sounds emanating from the earth itself, known as a seismic hum, emerged from the public itself and were encouraged by the borough to generate further misdirection and eventual public disinterest. Witnesses of the event were monitored discreetly. Oh God. Afterwards, observed symptoms were consistent with blank deprivation, but subsided after 12 to 15 days. Length of the symptom directly correlated to the individual proximity and shelter to the supposed epicenter. One linked, although accidental, casualty can be listed. More reading. Gibbs reporting in. It has been 8 days since the collapse and still no signs of rescue efforts. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or are incapable of helping us. Or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen Bureau not give two bleeps about its own hard-working staff when they go missing in this place? How many times did we let it slide thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyway, there have been some developments. Strange crystals have begun growing through the walls. They seem to block some corridors, but not others. The path of the caves is always left open, but we're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike. One has been hounding us for days. John, Nikolai, and Sarah went to try and find a radio, but never came back. We think the spike got them. I think it's hunting us. Duke says spikes only exist in astral plane. So what the bleep is this? Is it doing here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a lawyer. These are unsuitable working conditions. Maybe that's why you were left. I don't know. Like, with the V-Preacher, like, technically I have V-Preacher already. I'm using V-Preacher, but it's with web camera, so it cannot get, like, the really good movement. But it is better than just plain web camera. So at least I don't have to buy the V-Preacher if I get Typhoon.
No power. Typical.
No power. This is where I came from. I need 3 like energy power plugs.
I should hire someone who builds smaller machines. So that's the altered item. Looks pretty secure.
I cannot leave here. What altered item? Where altered item? Who altered item? I could take these off. That's the other item. That is... I have to go back then. Don't see another door in here. It's very dark. Of course, no. There. Out of my way. Weird place to store these, but okay. Oh, wait, am I supposed to? Yeah, okay. Now I understand why you can take this off. Now I understand. It's like, that doesn't make sense. Why would you add something like this? But these. Whoa. Weird design, you know, in this place. Movie projector. I cannot remember. Has there been any notes about movie projector thing? I can't remember there being. Okay, so I assume now I have to go back. Down, down, down by the river. Oh, yep.
No altered material detected in area. Personnel may now safely enter. Have a bureau full day.
Oh my god! Then there's a grenade one in here too. Everything that can go bad goes bad. Grenade! Grenade! Lick grenade. Is there a specific doorway I'm supposed to go? Parkour? Am I meant to parkour? I'll just open this door. Is there like other way I was supposed to come in from?
Properly trained. Guess
No,
I
this-
pass. I am
Personnel not
very
properly trained in
properly
altered item handling are restricted. Yeah. What's that supposed to mean? Is this where I'm supposed to go? Should I have checked more in the upstairs? Before. I want to see as much as possible. The mold! The mold! New language! Ow! For immediate publication, I learned a brand new language. The fish taught me. You probably don't believe me, so I will prove it. I ain't reading that. See, please publish this letter and maybe other fish speakers will get in touch. They'll be able to read my address even if you can't. Dear people. Computer program. Dear House of Representatives, my husband Francis read an article before he died about how the universe was really just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago, a drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbor's son Jeremy broke one of our windows with a football a week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through their living room window. He's on it all the time. His mother says he's a computer whiz. I think Jeremy is operating the computer program and he changed the universe so that the driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. Is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I were happy together. We're very happy together. I can feel him not being here and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. Ah. Oops, I took a picture. Smile! Ah, man, I just had to go to the bathroom. Ah, man, occupied. No, this seems where it wants me to go. At least it seems like. Where was the door? Transit access here. Or the elevator. The elevator.
I remember that camera. How the hell did it get out? Are they just shooting movies now?
Oh, the camera that I just moved. This variant starring in Swift platform. ¿Qué? Let me hold this. Okay, okay. No! How long is the flipping barrel? Well, I guess this is like a interdimensional stuff. Nothing makes sense, so this is not something I should question.
No way am I sharing the spotlight with kids.
Up you! Ah, recharge! Parkour! My favorite! Oh! No! My body! Ah, you have to do a higher jump, okay. Ah! Is there no crouch? No, I had it. I just did the wrong button on it. Ow, 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 ow. Ow!
Thought you could lose me, huh?
Oh, recharging. Come here. Come here.
Almost had it.
And why did you have it? Ow, 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 ow.
You're too tall for this ride.
Babushkas. Whoa! Just rocking to the music. No! Hey! I was enjoying my moment. Ah, it's a rushing one. Third act villain. Oh, I was thinking like, where is your health bar? But it's at the bottom. Ah! I can't see. Gotta say, sometimes with the explosion effects when they happen like too much, it's like, wait, where am I supposed to see? Oh no! Not all of that again. me. Oh, that's a long sequence. Oh, God. If I die again, I'm not certain if I'm willing to go for this for the third time. Oh! Can I get under? Okay, I cannot get under. Well, that at least confirms my theory. Pew. How am I supposed to avoid this? Yeah, over here. I have to get to the third act villain. Whoever they are. That is just a third act villain. But it implies if it's a third act that it's gonna end after it, you know. I got distracted. The distractions. I have a piece of a wall and I'm not afraid to use it. Where's the direct villain? Flip you. I think I just grabbing onto anything that the character can't get. Usually it's like a wall or a floor piece or something. If there is no extra stuff around. Thank God I don't have to do this the third time. Star
Wait,
performance. Side mission.
We're back. Did that really just happen? Felt like a dream. Or maybe a bad movie.
Bad movie. Movie camera procedures. The items should be isolated from any person or event that is objectively interesting since its effect is activated by the presence of a dramatic incident. A movie camera used to make commercial feature films. Internal mechanisms are unremarkable. Subjects near the item will often experience a torqued version of reality resembling the heightened drama and action of a movie. Whether these events are localized alternate realities or products of hallucination is currently unknown. Additionally, the item seems to record footage from this incident and create VHS copies, edited in the style of a short films. Background. During their investigation, agents learned that the podcast titled Brian's Movie Den had reviewed the item-generated movie Delivery Disaster. The podcast creator Brian Hennerman was taken for questioning. The staff of Movie Night, the store Mr. Hennerman rented the film from, were also questioned to no effect. Well, it doesn't sound like too deadly, unless you can die in the movie, and if you die there, you actually die. But otherwise, it doesn't sound that bad. At least compared to the many other like altered items and stuff like that. You look like you would die for real. I don't know. It's hard to say because, you know, game mechanics, so if I die, I just get respawned. Like, if like, let's say it would be a person, would they like actually die? Because if yes, then yeah, that would be very dangerous. The movie camera supplement. The item first came to the borough attention after a hospitalized mailman from Blank, Arkansas claimed his injuries had been caused by a movie camera. Further investigation connected the incident to E80, which was being shipped in the mail truck at the time. The package camera was later found in an empty warehouse. The return address led against to a P.O. box located in the San Fernando Valley, belonging to a company called Blessed Pictures. Whether Blessed Pictures is involved in the creation and dissemination of the items VHS films is unknown. The investigation. The following is a list of all known films believed to have been shot by Shoot First, Die Last, Unreleased, Coffee Bullet, Billy's First Car, Bike Hard, Delivery Disaster. Item was used in the filming of an unreleased western in 1968 on the Italian island of Sardinia. A cast member was killed during an on-set accident, stopping production. It is believed that Blessed Picture bought the camera when equipment from the shoot was sold at auction. Item. All the items. I went backwards. No. Here, this way. Reading. It's clear no one is coming. We're running out of ideas and supplies. We tried going to the caves to find anything edible, but all we found were noxious gases and endless pits. The crystals only let us go one way, even though we could see the cavern's branches out. We did find some weird spiky pillar. I only got a glimpse of it before the astral spikes attacked. There were a few of them this time. We lost a lot of people. There's only 6 of us left. We didn't ask for this. We didn't want to come down here. I'm convinced something brought us here. The others say I'm going nuts, but it's clear that this was no house shift. Shift slide a bathroom a sector over or rotate a hallway. They don't drop full division in some caves. We were brought here. I know it. But for what? Why tear us away from our lives just to torture us? If this is some sort of test or a mission, then here is some advice for whoever's running it. Give out clearer instructions next time. I hope these notes are good read for whatever ranger finds them. Bleep you, but put that in your report. That has to be like a very nasty way because it's a like slow death because you are running out of the supplies, food.
Please take the nail.
Running out of everything, and you are being hunted. Like that too at top of everything.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone. I snuck into the Foundation through a back door I know. Had to get ahead of the hiss. Just a matter of bypassing the ritual protections. Luckily, the board's as distracted as the rest of the Bureau. I had to put on a brave face up there. But the situation is the worst I've ever seen. We're getting back on our feet, but we've already lost so much. Trench is dead. Darling is somewhere. I'm the only one left. But I still have a job to do. Keep the hiss back. There's not enough HRAs to spare, so I'll have to make do with what I've got. Frankly, I don't even know what will happen if the hiss take the nail. Trench made it sound like it'd be the end of the world. He was never one to exaggerate. Well, orders are orders, even if they come from a dead man.
Well, she's at least like very dedicated to her job. At the same time, like if
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
you know, it do be like it could be an end of the world too. Like if this like stuff happened here, so understandable why you would have people that would be willing to fight it to the very end. Because you know, if there wouldn't be, then it could still mean death to everybody. Robo! Yep. Jolly good with
Hello?
2 holes lollipops.
Board, are you there?
What lollipops? Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up.
Okay, what the hell is
Up,
going
up,
on?
up, up.
Wait, I'm back here? Wasn't my idea. Blame the idol. Former. Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't.
Now I can destroy these. Because I know there was like chest and stuff like that behind these things.
I don't like you deciding what I can slash can't have.
Ah! Man, that's a strong little branch thing. Very strong. Really strong. Yep. No ammo. It's fine, I think. Dodge the light.
I'm getting pretty tired of being jerked around the astral plane. If you're
Teleport.
listening, I want some answers.
Nobody ever listens to me. That's the truth. Hup, hup. I'm open, grateful. Well, that don't sound cool. Yeah.
Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it? So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are?
Hungry?
Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it?
Panini.
Are you part of the board? Or used to be? Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for... be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone? I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble.
It all makes sense now.
They were trying to tell me about the board. Should I trust either of them?
And now would be the perfect time where Chantron's like, I get it. I don't get it. Truly the moment. I get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't. All the evil mumbo jumbos. They was part of the board, not anymore part of the board. Are all board members that kind of creature? That looks like a door. That looks like a door. Hmm. Da-da-da-da.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
My God, it's
Yeah,
a hollow
absolutely
one.
do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found.
Skeleton
I
key.
give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Well, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
Numbers. I would say at least with like Emily, it looks a little bit wonky. Your mouth feels a little bit too big at points.
Who should I be listening to? We're going to be A or B, or neither. Let's just say the Bureau's in danger. We know we need to repair them. The astral plane will break reality on my watch.
Not on my watch.
I'm in the astral plane. This bleed is just getting
my
worse
chest.
and worse.
The chest!
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
Dear science, there's a person in my pet. There's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves, but with every animal. Were-dogs, were-cats, were-otters, were-butterflies, were-everything. There are people inside and they can't get out. They're stuck in the animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before. I thought you would know. Sincere, John Lamine. In that case. Nutcase. Hallelujah.
Is in the astral plane? That didn't go so well last time.
Where isn't he? Ah! No! No! I said no! 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 Stay away! Which part of no did you not understand? Yes, no! I said no and it means no! Mannequin Neko statue. Containment procedure unknown. Description: ceramic beckoning cat figurine, common luck object found in Japanese storefronts. The following is a list of items. Observe altered effects. Non-corporeality, affinity for specific human behavior, and minor physical movement. Waving its arm. Yes, that's how it works. Multiple simultaneous incarnations of this item have been observed. Whether these are independent altered items acting uniformly or replicated instances of is unknown. Background: how the items originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was first discovered sitting in the director's chair and was immediately contained in a panopticon cell. The next day, an agent noticed 2 additional figurines had appeared. Hours later, all 3 vanished. The items been sighted throughout the bureau, appearing while agents perform blank tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. I mean, we saw once this item, at least, that I remember from the top of my head. And there was one in the room with I think it was the first time we met with Marshall. There were the other like 4-leaf clover and stuff like there too. I don't know if this is the same cat as the one with there, but there was the Maneki Neko statue there. I don't see a place to shoot that, so I don't know. Am I supposed to do something with that? Ah! Whoop. Control. Oh, so these ones I cannot destroy with the gun? I can. I was already thinking like, certainly I should be able to do it. With Rash?
Reminder, the Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
The window, huh? Ah, man, I destroy everything. They were so nicely stacked. Oh, man. Go bully somebody else. Go bully somebody else. There you are. Like, where's the box? Where's the box? Who's the box? The important questions. The important questions. Ah, there. Whoop. I am speed. Uh-oh. Whoop! Sorry, panic! Aha. 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 Get bonked to the back of the skull. Yeah. When I found a way to bin multiple Discord calls at the same time. How do you do that? Like being on computer and a phone at the same time or something? Good. Parkour! Even more parkour. Or you can have a tab for each Discord call on your browser. Wouldn't that mess with a bit like with the audio and stuff like that? I think you guys are not gonna have like too much use of that, minus maybe the times if I do have like the the Discord streams. No! Astral mimic. Astral mimics are physically indistinguishable from astral copies, but considerably more dangerous due to the fact that they possess para-utilitarian abilities. The most notable ability witnessed is levitation. It is unknown how this astral entity gained its paranatural abilities. The relevant objects of power are currently bound to Director Faden, which indicates the objects are not responsible. However, objects of power are intrinsically intrinsically linked to the board and the astral plane. A similar link between the objects and the mimics could also exist. Or perhaps the board is able to dispense these abilities at their leisure, with no trial in the astral plane required. The prevailing theory, however, is that the entities are simply replicating observed abilities performed by the Hiss, or even the director herself, thanks to the prolonged exposure to our world caused by the astral bleed. Get knocked down, dog. Abuse. Babushkis. Habababushkis. And there's Ash.
Hercules and Mabel. I mean, id numbers 3 and 11 attacked my staff today. 2 fatalities. 3 if you count Mabel. There's always some kind. As a result, we are abandoning the Foundation. Northmore gave the order to transfer our resources to the upper floors. Now that my control points allow us to safely come and go from the New York streets, did I forget to include that fact in my previous logs? I've been so busy using the arrays I made. Control points have been established throughout the oldest house. Excuse me if I don't sound excited, it's just... A few months ago, I would have been overjoyed to leave the Foundation. Now I realize I've grown fond of it. There's something deep in the stone here, deeper than that watching presence. Something warm. I feel it needing me. I won't go. I'll refuse. Northmore won't be happy, but so be it. I'm starting to see him for what he is. An empathy storm. Father Shane in a cheap suit.
Well, I can hear noise on my PC. That's what I'm going to do. To the Discord channels and they could hear me on both. I'm glad you found the reason we would use it. So you guys can ignore me even there. Yay! Oh well. Nothing changes. Boy.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Hup. I'm free falling. So many pew-pews. So many pew-pews, so little time. You wanna walk? Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Ow. Wait. Wait. Done? Yep. Maybe he's gonna do in a short period of time. Well, count those little white dots in there. And that's how you know. And it's up to just how quickly I press the trigger. Almost things went very bad there. But I'm safe. Did it go? I guess it did. It looked like it didn't, but yeah, there's platforms. There is so much health over there. Guys, I have to go back. There's so much health there. It's not like I have full health currently, but there's so much. It's taunting me. It's taunting me. Control point. This actually does remind me. That does remind me. Heal strength, seize duration, levitation duration. Now I'm pouring. Yeah, my brain is a little bit empty today. I'm quite tired. I was even thinking like maybe I shouldn't play Control because I am tired, but like boy. I'm gonna do it. Jesus. Weird. You. I've been tired lately. I've been not sleeping well, that's why. Today, once again, I only fell asleep after 6 AM. It seems Mama Boy was the same way, she fell asleep like way late too. Once again, I blame the heat. My room was just really hot once again. Hard to breathe. An item resembling a fondue set was sent to America overnight, aka FBC initiative offsite studio accompanied by threatening letter. Ah, this is the one that we heard the audio. Threatening letter and cremated human remains, so they were human ashes. Long-time show producer Karen Harris was killed when she blank her blank into the item. Mr. Blank, the program's host, was able to contain the item by blank it. Action taken, the fondue set is undergoing evaluation at the FPS satellite facility in Blank. The package was tracked back to P.O. Box belonging to the Blessed Picture production company. Ah, again the Blessed Picture. This same company was involved in the discovery of, according to the post office records, Blessed's P.O. Box was opened in 1968 and paid through December 2029. That's a long time. Employees cannot recall anyone ever collecting mail from P.O. Box. Case has been reopened. Attempt to locate physical address or staff of Blessed Pictures are ongoing. Addendum, it shouldn't be noted that during debriefing, Mr. Blank revealed he was in romantic relationship with Miss Harris. He has since been placed on a mandatory leave of absence for violating borough guidelines. Yeah, the heat in my room was so bad that my allergy was kicking up. But that didn't help either with my eeps. And yeah, not my night. I do not like heat, and heat does not like me. It's hard to aim anything when these guys just keep spamming the teleportation at me. I don't think anyone like heat. Oh, there are people that like heat. You two idiots distract each other. Actually, Mama Void would be one of the people that would like heat. And of course, you guys too. Get fucking sick. See anything? There we go.
There's the etching.
There's the thing. Confrontation yelling was in error. We decided. You're the favorite. You're our favorite current. Oh, of course, of course. Huh?
They sure changed their tune all of a sudden.
Are they afraid what I would learn from the former, or if I would join up with the former, that they are now acting nice?
I'm overthinking this whole board former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way. Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do, but I've got my intuition. And you.
I'm back. I had to go here for the last one. Yum, 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 ba bum. Dun, 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 dun. That might be me coming through. There's a bat there. Is that the way for me to come back? Oh yeah, maybe I could have teleported. Ow! Oh, I have to... Wait, what? Huh? Flip happened to me there. Excuse me. So they can throw their weapons at me. What? How does that push me back? I'm doing this, so how it's pushing me back? Newton's law. That doesn't make sense! Especially when it's a flipping video game where it's meant to like push them back. Does it let me teleport there? It does. Skip that. I'm supposed to go from this direction? Reach research site Gamma. Well, I'm certainly trying. Ah, that you. That. Ah, you were able to avoid it. Oops. Ah, level 3. Not worth it. Going. Rummage around my backpack.
Hiss got in. Boom. The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail? What the hell was she thinking?
Oh wait, these are these ones. I cannot kill these, right? These are just vision me. I lost a lot of health for nothing. And one point was enough, huh? And back. I wish there was some music.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How do we miss it? Northmore. Acting director of Northmore. It was
There we go. Right here. I forgot for a moment where I was supposed to go from there, but here. Here. And then this thing, no explosion throws. Come from? Can't see much. Oh, that's already coming like near here. Is that thing gonna be the one thing that forces me to move around? Get me out of here! It's very unsafe. Things looking very bad for me. I gotta say, I was playing a little bit, like, it was yesterday, the day before I played, it was like a couple of rounds, I did it once again with Overwatch. Try to, but like I said, get a little bit better with the keyboard and mouse. But it's really a bit hard to play a reaction-based shooter game when your game is lagging. You know. It makes it, just a tad bit tough to really aim.
Send a ranger out.
Like, I have a bad aim, but that made it like extra hard.
Make way for the director.
Just anticipate the lag. It's a little bit hard to anticipate the lag when it's like hold all the time. I don't even understand why it was lagging, because it wasn't like lagging before, and it was not an internet problem. Because I double checked like my internet and it was like fine. And the thing is, was like even during the game I had like the FPS and the high like ping on, and those did not like fluctuate when those lag walls hit me or whatever. Let's see, where's the other sniper guy? Yeah, I don't know what happened with that game session, why it went that bad. Like I had quit playing because it was like I cannot play like this. I don't know why it chose to go like that, but it did. Treasure. Mine. Ooh, rate of fire. What is for my gun? It's exclusive for the spin. Spin for the win! I'm thinking, like, has there anything else been really happening that I could talk about?
All right, this is the last one.
The iPhone had been, I guess I can mention, like I've been trying to do like a quick drawing to try
Marshall's
to
brilliant
predict that.
plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
Oh, these crumple? Oh, son of a... did I miss the last time? There are different types of songs. If there were only Steam types of songs, I don't know. Isn't it like the Steam the most common one? Can't on top of my head remember what other kind of songs there are.
There. Easy as pie. Fuck! But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
When you say leave, am I supposed to actually leave somewhere? My own made bridge. Why didn't I do this before?
Oh, thank God. What the hell was all that? Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know. I hope.
Emily! Hope! Help! I don't know if I accidentally broke something. Whoop. Emily! If somebody asked, it was not me. It was not me.
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
She does have a point. Maybe should a little bit, maybe even just a little bit talk and plan. Just keep by just jumping down. I don't think so. Excuse me, coming through. Unacceptable behavior. To all Foundation personnel, it has come to my attention that members of our exploration team have been relieving themselves of their God-given liquids in the chasm of the Foundation. As per earlier orders, all personnel currently serving in the Foundation must expel fluids, urinate, do their business exclusively in the correctly colored and labeled vials provided by research personnel. To do otherwise disrupts the ongoing study of the Foundation and demonstrates a profound disrespect not only to the board and its oldest house, but also for the Bureau you so proudly serve. If I discover firsthand any agents treating the Oblivion as their personal lavatory, they will be forced to go down there and personally clean up their mess. Signed, Director Broderick Northmour. Astral Spike. Astral spikes are metastructural entities found in the astral plane. Their existence was first confirmed when a single spike traveled into our dimension through the mind of an astronaut. See report for details, Agent Gibson. Astral spikes seem to exist beyond our dimension's physical laws. They do not resemble any living creature or animate object we have yet encountered. They are even dissimilar to astral copies, despite the fact that both originate from astral plane. The spikes are immensely dangerous, emitting a wavelength that disrupts all organic and inorganic matter in their immediate vicinity, with catastrophic results. Discerning the nature of this wavelength has been difficult for obvious reasons, but the Parakinesiology department continues to investigate. Hidden location. Rule prank. Guys, you know what I realized? Like, I saw some, like, a post of somebody be like, I'm gonna take, like, a 1 week vacay from, like, streaming or something. I'm like, I came to realize, I'm like, I don't think I have yet, like, taken, like, any quote-unquote vacation from streaming. Maybe I, like, should do something like maybe a week to be just... At some point. Because I do have a bad habit of like even in weekends to do some kind of projects. Work on something. Bottom of the nail. I have not. I've been streaming at least twice a week every week since you started streaming. The only thing that like I think there has been like a pause if I have been like actually sick. And that's been like the only pause that I have had. And even then, because my nature with, you know, while being sick, it means I'm double the quote-unquote workaholic, so I'm still like doing some kind of project in the background while being sick. Maybe that's something to do during a vacation that would really take your mind off streaming. Well, there's nothing I like really can do other than maybe like pick out like a game and play it for myself. Maybe a couple of games depending on the just have like that kind of like a day where I don't worry about clips or anything like that. I just like in a sense like put the computer aside and just be. You went for me. Do I really have to like jump here? It's always like I love streaming, so it's not like here being like a problem, but maybe it should take some kind of like, because it's one of those things that can creep out without even noticing.
Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
And his awe. So he was starting to lose his mind in here.
The crystals are growing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
Astral spike. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
Very interesting. Yeah. Stop it! Just let me run. Let me be free.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels, to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
This is Director Faded. I require backup at this location.
How did you? Let's do this! Yeah! How did you run in from? What? Who are you? Oh, Marshall.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right.
You fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
So did she lose her HRR? Well, I think we did like say on the thing that we have to destroy this. Force. Uh-oh. Yo! 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 Where is she? Hear me? Oh god. Of course it's these guys. Champion endure. Well, I ain't gonna be enduring much more. Wait, was it the former one or the floor?
Out of ammo.
in this For me, it's not the color red, it's just the flipping explosions and everything because they mess around with the view. My God! Man, I hate those hammer enemies.
This is the director. I need backup at my location.
That is so much damage. I was trying to do the flipping crown, but no, it instead took the flipping grenade. Oh wait, I forgot to... I'm gonna make a scapegoat. I need the health, I need the health. I need the health. Ah. Oh, this is gonna be annoying.
Director Faden here. Send backup to my location.
I really do not like to see like all the enemies flipping hitting 90% of my health in one go. That gets a little bit tiring after a while. Where did she go? Sorry, my dude. When did you get through? Ow. I can't even tell where she is at this point. God, I hate teleporting enemies.
Sorry, I wasn't here to help.
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her, but I can still save everyone else.
My God. I felt a little bit too long. But yeah, I do not like the explosions into your face and everything, like them obscuring your view. Feeling liberated, hallelujah.
Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
I suppose it was the mobs again. All the flipping side enemies. Ah, the hammer bros. Hate the hammer bros. Or pickaxe bros. Hammer bros is easier to say. Return to the crossroads, okay. So wait, they were corrupted, but I purified them just like that? Question mark? Really? Like really, that's the excuse we're going with? I touched the thing and she's like, ah, beautiful, yeah, you have restored us. Like, okay. Is that board? Sure.
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch
Or was
it.
that the former?
I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together?
Whose neck was snapped? The inverted pyramid was in fact a pyramid. No, it couldn't be. No.
I thought
Tell me it,
I
is,
know how to handle
isn't
things
so.
now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
So that was the foundation. It seems. So how did I start the other DLC? Let's see. Even though most likely I'm not gonna understand the Alan Wake connections with this one, but I don't wonder if I'm gonna get as much of a like joy out of this one if I, you know, don't know about anything about Alan Wake.
Yegor took all the Cinetwisters. I'm going to deny her PTO.
Not the PTO. He took all the Cinetwisters. All the dark place. Okay, so that's the DLC. I'm gonna deny his PTO. The central. I wonder if this is gonna spoil Alan Wake. Fun fact, I actually didn't have to buy Alan Wake because it seems like I had gotten Alan Wake and 1 and 2 through PlayStation Plus at some point. I didn't know / remember.
Welcome back, Director.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there.
Wake!
Reaching for her. Trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Phaeton sensed a drowning man. A hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh?
Time to listen to
should
the
check
voices
this
in
out.
my head. Yeah, I wonder if this is gonna give like some kind of spoilers. This should be a shorter DLC. I mean,
Hello?
Oh god!
Guess not.
I say shorter and then I look at the map. Oh.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest.
Missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, here our latest agent confirmed missing. Presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, Richard Ezra Gross, Agent Caroline Dempsey, Agent Lindsay Malcolm, Agent Charles Murray, Agent Derek Shaw. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You'll be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind Firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid.
Bureau.
The funny thing with that, like, Sina Twisters, I literally did watch that just yesterday. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to Target A, like you asked. I'm sending you my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this crewman Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given the records, it is possible they've switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think crewman and Morales got caught up in it. Caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the ordinary case, but that was just adults if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an awe, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guys working on the cover story. Pah! Oh god. So much reading immediately. Item is not in Bureaucracy, unknown. Frank Elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls, and unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. The item first came to Burroughs' attention after the death of William Burrough, owner of Burrough Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on scene after employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrough beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Burrough communication staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrough only revealed that she had domestic altercation with Mr. Burrough earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. How do you lose a tractor? And I'm reading! You say like I haven't been reading every single one of these that I find. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched in the legality of the Prime Candidate Program blank by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. Like I'm reading this and I bet none of you are actually listening to what I'm reading. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic blank and blank. Blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as a director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases, only resulted in the traumatic blank of paranatural inclined blank. Not only is this a breach of an ASH Act, but it flies in the face of a basic human blank. This investigation team blank the prime candidate program and recommended that it be blank immediately. No brain capacity. And yet Blue is like, read! Yeah, you guys should be listening to what I'm reading. Darling investigation. Summary. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation.
Igor, did you have carnal knowledge of Mr. Tuppence? No, Igor saves himself for the sluts on the strip.
Really? Really? Right down. Where was I? But sector personnel seem to wholly unaware of any such blank contained here. One blank confirmed blank's code name to be blank, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the blank research wing to interview with its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity of whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any changes against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into blank research. Huh? Why isn't opening it? Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a fold of all pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. Well, yes. Yeah, like I got that immediately when he was like all the Sinat twisters. Like I said, I watched that short just yesterday too. Why God? Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate materials is either missing or redacted. But I am writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of fictional detective in those hardball crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into the case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. I wonder if this was a little bit of a spoiler. You know, tiny bit.
There. Now that gate should open.
Note, miscommunication led to local coroner examining the body of William William Male Caucasian. Case summary: 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also included blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings: blunt force injuries, head, lacerations, left ear, cheek, blunt force injuries, extremities, dislocation, right knee. Complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of proximal right humerus, extensive trauma abdominal region. Complete avulsion of multiple organs including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys and portions of the large and small intestines, all missing from scene. Conclusion. It is in my opinion that Mr. Burroughs' death is not the result of mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. Oh my god. It never ends. And I'm at the very beginning of this. Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again, third time this year. Something certain has it out for our blank. Could be raccoons, the locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the bleep would raccoons keep going after monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I got a Burrow tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problem is the staff at Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Blank Lake if they won't let me see any data? Bleep, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigation agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again and I want to be prepared. Anyways, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might investigate in some raccoon traps. Raccoon. Oh my god. It never ends. Kirkland, I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain all monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The prime candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Oh, this has to be like just before he, you know, the hiss, because the hiss was like telling him, like making him more paranoid and everything. And like he was talking about like the truth emerging out of people. So this must be when the hiss was taking control. Was Kirkland one of the like the named bosses? It was Tomas. That was the first Tomasi. Per orders from Mr. Kirkland, Blank was launched in the Blank of Director Zakarian Trends. A recent change in Blank witnessed in Director Trends, including aggressive Blank when Blank with other staff has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting the issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trends and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Burrow staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview of the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around Dimensional Research Wing and the blank kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trends' blank as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trends' behavior is not indicative of any blank and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Ah. Well, actually it was. He was corrupted. I'm gonna lose my voice at this point. Dr. Ray Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology and focuses on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the borough as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to the para-criminal organization of any record or breaching her NDA since leaving the borough. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of her ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may require to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding solution to the mold threshold issue. Am I done in this room? I'm done in this room. And it just like chose to throw everything at the very beginning, like so many. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in all cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the flipping staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more all cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in Hartmanting and the ones who left for the other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Bleep, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigation to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. That gets up with Alan Wake stuff. But this is not even Alan Wake stuff. There has been couple of stuff, but this and the other, like the Trench stuff, those are not Alan Wake stuff. Clearly you haven't been listening. Like, it's not all Alan Wake. To whom it may concern, it is with a great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as a head of investigation of the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of a rampant disregard for my department's blank. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our blank. I assume it's like our, president, director, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the parts of investigation sector lost to the blank loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. And more. Why is it like in actuality? Why is they all in this place? Unless after this it's gonna give a break. Because usually you would drop these little by little. Not like this kind of info dump everything in here. The purpose of internal investigation is to examine the containment failure of specimen. One that resulted in deaths of blank agents. An inspection report of a containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect a human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the research notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the blank of blank, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in the aggressive blank. Cross-referencing the date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector daily routine. 1, the air filters were changed, and 2, hour prior to incident, a civilian named Alice Blank entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Given their connection to the same OR case, it is likely that Mrs. Blank presents relevant to the specimen's escape and to Blank investigation. Okay, made to give the base idea about DLC. Yeah, but that's like still my point. Like, drop them around a little bit and just like in this one room having 20 things to read, full pages. Like, for example, that tractor thing, I don't think was like yeah, it's giving more like the alter item stuff, but maybe that would have gotten to put somewhere else. It's a little bit like you go immediately into this DLC and it's like throwing you 20 pages to read. So I'm like, oh my god, like I haven't even done anything yet.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
But have to read because you never know what's important. The Blessed Organization. This group individual has operated outside the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. Man, my throat is starting to hurt. It's so different, like just talking versus like reading something. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to the altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranormal materials. Yeah, the Blessed Pictures were the ones that had the filming thing that came, like, where we were riding along that camera. And they say, like, from their P.O. box was sent the human remains for the radio show. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of altered items. Isn't that the third act villain was from? Yeah, like the camera. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearance of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Am I going to the motel? Oh, it's been so long.
This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Once again, I think, like, is this gonna spoil?
Do I know you? I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet.
The diver, you look different.
That was just a role, a character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker, an auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Ooh, there was a Dr. Darling. Woo! Kippis! Where the random Finnish came in. Kippis ja kulaus.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
Having a vacation.
Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Press. Ding. Oh, an echo. Huh? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I could rest of this thing.
Dr. Emil Hartman,
Sauna.
devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Mm-hmm. Yoink. 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 Sorry. Yeah, I'm back in here. Oh. You open up. Oh, there's that. Yeah, thing. I see yellow in the distance. I assume that's where it wants me to go. Woo. It's way better looking than I remember. Hey, I don't own Tomba 2 yet. And I haven't even finished the Tomba 1. Bombi.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
Huh? Bathroom. Bathroom treasure. It's me lunch. Lunchtime! Oh. Now I cannot put my finger on this, but I have a feeling this ain't normal.
That doesn't look like a house shift. Do I even want to know?
Potato. Potato. Let me... How does the charge work? Or pierce? It really would have to be a precise shot. Huh? Ah, more reading materials. Oh, boy! Oh, boy! I wonder if I'm gonna be able to finish this DLC though, because it's supposed to be like around 3 to 4 hours long. And I don't know if the flipping readings are included into that. Nothing.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
Other than me saying that I don't know if I can finish this DLC in this one stream. Hello, my feet gossip at night and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. Is the me here blue? Hey! Move! Out of the way! Out of the way! Out of the way! I require stuff. Harmony will have victim names. Wake Allen, Anderson Thor, Anderson Odin, blank, Lane Rudolph, Dissolve, Wendy, Emerson Thomas, blank. Officer named Dennis, Special Agent Remy, Go for kidnapping of altered individuals, sanction altered organization, Additional notes. Offenders' property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with the ongoing OR investigation. Offenders' personal effects have been sent to the Bureau for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau research, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except to Anderson brothers due to their senility, and Wake possibly deceased. And there was another game that was from around the same time as Control. I think it had time travel. I don't think about that around the same time, but from the same studio, there was the Quantum Break, which I think 2 is in the same universe as Alan Wake and Control. Well, I understand that game is more of like almost like a in a sense like a movie experience. Like it's not normal game. I don't know. But if I'm gonna play these games, then most likely gonna get some point to that one too.
This darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
And sentient shadows. This powerful light. Burn! Burn!
Away, huh? Makes sense.
Burn, baby, burn. Is that mold? I cannot see any more mold spots. Oh, there. Steal more? And when I cannot get health back. I cannot see anymore. I guess I'm not getting whatever that is. Now that guy has been here for a little while. Jesus. You don't get that kind of pale complexion by just lying dead for a couple of days. Unless there's some outside forces.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Faden.
¿Qué?
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention. Kirkland, so you put me on desk duty just because I did the thing I was flipping hired to do my job? Want to know what I call that? Poop. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or Oz or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I have heard in my life, and I heard some flipping stupid things. They already know the facts. Bleep, they know just as much as us, if not more. And they get to sit here laughing at us while we dance around our words trying to leak classified terminology. They already know the flipping terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of poop blew up those tracks. He killed those people all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his bodies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension. See if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt?
Agent Fisher, base inside the motel. Utilize surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors, motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire triggering a flash counter across the main entrance, even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. Mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only any explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell going ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. There we go. All right.
Next.
That was faint.
All right.
Definitely. Coming from all the way. I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time, or I swear to God, I'll... What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
At the end of it. I wonder if I actually should like end at least like Control here and then finish the DLC like as its own thing. Just because like if this is or like at minimum like 3 to 4 hours long, unless like you do side stuff, and most likely like I'm doing the readings and things, so it might be better instead of like doing it now and then having only like maybe an hour or half, like 2 hours left there, you know. Have this as its own thing, like most its own thing, and have like its full focus, and I don't have to forcefully hurry or anything. If I feel like time is running out. You know. Ah, my back. Whoa, that crack. Yeah, I think this might be a good place to end Control, and maybe I change to some other game. For YouTube side, this is gonna be the end. There might be another stream picking up if I find out a game soon is enough. But for now, YouTube, thank you, YouTube, for watching. Hopefully see you guys in future. But for now, bye bye.